My name is Merrill Dubrow, CEO of Mark Research. I'm a 35-year veteran of the research and insights community and the host of our podcast, On the Mark. Welcome to another Merrillism segment. Today's Merrillism is work hard until you get it right. For as long as I can remember, I get a new car every 36 or 39 months. And for at least the last 7 to 8 years, to make the same phone call every single 6 months. A phone call that I believe is ridiculous. A phone call that involves game playing. A phone call that to me is very frustrating. A phone call that clearly illustrates that the company needs to enhance their customer service and strategy. And finally, a phone call that involves a threat. Ooh, not a serious one, but one that say, if you don't do this, then cancel that. Perhaps you're like me and you have Sirius Radio in your car, and every 6 months you get a renewal bill in the mail for 3 to 5 times what you're currently paying. Emails come as a follow-up to entice you to buy that great offer. Every time these marketing materials show up at my door, I call Sirius 2 days later, right before my current service ends. And when I call, this is exactly what happens every time for the last 6 or 7 years. They're very polite on the phone. And because I have so many cars over the years, it literally takes me 3 minutes to figure out which car I'm talking to them about. And they do ask funny questions. Do you know your Sirius Radio ID number is a frequent one? I actually pause when they give me that one. I look over my right shoulder and I see if the camera is there from Candid Camera trying to get my response. And I say, I'm sorry, I don't know that number. And recently I've asked, does any of your customers know the radio number? And the answer, of course, is no, sir, very, very, very few. Wow. Then they ask for my account number, which it's a 12-digit number. And of course, I don't know that. And then they ask me for my online username, none of which I can answer since I don't even have an online account. So now, after 5 no's, I feel like an idiot and say, hey, I'm just curious. Can you pull up my account by my cell phone number, which I've had forever? And now something magical happens. They are looking at my account. I realize they can't go off their script. They are reading on a script for sure. And they never, ever, ever can deviate. But that script, in my opinion, just doesn't really work well. The next step is they quote me that ridiculous price and I say, hey, thank you, but no. And I say, well, do you have any special deals that might interest me? And their answer is no. I said, well, all I want is the same deal I have right now. $35 for 6 months. If not, wait for it. Here it is. My threat. I'm going to cancel my service. The second I say the word cancel, magic happens. They have to transfer me to a different person. At which point the customer service person listened to what I said and actually gave me the same deal. That call I do is 2 times a year every 6 months. I made actually yesterday. And guess what? Sirius Radio changed their process. I am excited and ecstatic to say it was an automated process. And I got the exact same deal I've now had for the last 6 months. I'm moving forward. I didn't need to speak to anybody. I wasn't frustrated. I didn't even need to make that little idle threat. And the entire call was 3 minutes. And I got a follow-up email literally maybe 10 minutes later. And I'm all set. Thanks, Sirius, for changing. Thanks, Sirius, for using technology to move your business forward. Thanks, Sirius, for updating your system. And thanks, Sirius, and here it is, the Merrillism, for working hard to get it right. Thanks for listening to the On the Mark podcast. I look forward to hearing your stories about companies that are working hard to get it right and finally do. Be safe, stay healthy. My name is Merrill Dubrow. Have a great day, and thanks for listening to the On the Mark podcast.